Before this video begins, I want to announce something pretty big. I have decided to start a tradition with my channel, and that tradition is called the shoutout boosts. What are the shoutout boosts? Well, I basically shout out a smaller YouTuber that I personally like, so you all can subscribe to that person. The first person who gets such a shoutout is Dalian. He's a Godzilla toy reviewer who puts a lot of effort into what he does, and he is pretty close to the 1K, so I thought that we could help him to get to that milestone. He really deserves it. And with that out of the way, let's get to the video itself, shall we? Hey guys, as you know, I made a poll where you could decide if my next video would be about DJ Cook, and judging from the results of that poll, I guess you all want to see a video on that hypocritical Manchild. So here we go. Today's video is about how DJ Cook is a blatant fraud and a massive hypocrite. And DJ, if you see this, I want you to know that I do not condone harassment towards you. So I expect you to do the same thing. So this is how this video will go down. We begin with his main channel. After that we're gonna focus on the dumpster fire that is DJ Loves Turbo, and then we will also talk about something about his third channel, DJ Loves Reacts. By the way, credits to Willie Tato, who pointed out the thing about DJ Loves Reacts in his video first. So here we go with his main channel. His main channel from the outset is okay. The videos often have a plot, which is uncommon for commentary. The editing is also nice enough. It's bright and bouncy. It's pretty much made to capture the eyes of children. But then we get to his mantra, and that is where the positives start to turn into dust and debris. His mantra is basically that he cleans up YouTube. So by cleaning up YouTube, I think you, dear viewer, and I understand the same thing. Exposing very bad people who, for example, abuse their children, or are scammers, or are racist, or abuse the copyright system. And I mean, DJ does it from time to time, which is fine, but that is around 35% of the channel's content. The rest of him cleaning up YouTube is just calling other YouTubers like the Morgs family cringe. I mean, in his Worst Families video, he says that the Morgs family is just as bad as the Daddy of 5 family, just because the Morgs family is cringe. You heard that right. He says that the Morgs family is just as bad as the Daddy of 5 family, who abused their children, by the way, on camera, because Morgs family is cringe. And DJ Cook calls that cleaning up YouTube? Don't make me fucking laugh, dude. I don't really have much more to say about DJ Cook that hasn't already been said before. It is just an average commentary channel. But now we get to his second channel, DJ Loves Turbo. And trust me, now things start to get gross. And I genuinely wonder how DJ still has a fan base with the content that he makes on there. Where do I even begin? There is just so much bad things to say. Okay, let's just begin with the thumbnails. I think there are some of the most boring looking thumbnails I have ever seen on YouTube. Just a picture of the person he's talking about in front of a bland white background, as well as a red arrow and one word. That is pretty much most of the thumbnails. I mean, sometimes DJ also takes the extra steps of laziness, because he often only uses a screenshot of the video as a thumbnail. So in my taste, the thumbnails are an insult to the eyes. But enough of that. Let's talk about the formats and why they make me wanna go commit die. He basically has 3 main formats. All 3 of them are god awful. But let's explain very slowly and very tediously. The first format is reacting to your trash fan art. It is pretty much self-describing. It is him reacting and shitting on the art that his fans made for him. Here is just the beginning of the newest video of that format, just to give you an example on how this format goes.
Yo! So I don't know why I'm doing this, but today I'm reacting to more of your stupid fan art. Every single time when I react to your fan art, I end up like wanting to die because I don't know why, but nobody who watches my videos knows how to draw. I mean, this was one of the fan arts from the last episode. Come on, dude. Did you draw that with your butt? I mean, what are you doing, dude? I think I've made like 15 or 16 videos in this series.
Time to stop!
Please keep in mind that his fanbase is mostly children, and they put hard work into making art for DJ to show him how much he means to them. And instead of showing at least an ounce of gratitude, he outright calls it trash. I'll be honest, I feel very offended over seeing this. I mean, those people are the reason that he is that well known in the first place. He should be thanking them in every video he makes. But DJ, for some reason, seems to take the support of his fanbase for granted. I'll be honest, if I would ever make a video reacting to your fan art of me, I would be grateful for every single one. I wouldn't trash on it like DJ does. Seriously, so what if your fans can't really draw? At least they tried. I mean, it shows that they have more creativity than you, since you are just using the same video template over and over and over again. And you cannot accept that. But anyways, that was enough of that topic. That was just the start, by the way. Now we get to the second and probably the grossest one out of all the three formats. This Kid Called Me Ugly, So I Found Their Face series. The series basically revolves around him getting a hate comment from a kid, and he decides to go on their channel and tries to find what they look like. Just to make fun of them and to call them ugly, by the way. Yes, it is true. I wish I was joking. And DJ, why do you have the brilliant idea to do something like this?
Yo, so somebody just commented on one of my videos and they said, "You're ugly, but your cat is cute." This comment kind of made me sad. I didn't know why this guy was calling me ugly. Ooh, nobody gives a shit. But then I realized this would be a perfect time to bring back the Are You Ugly series. If you don't know what the Are You Ugly series is, it's basically a series that I started on my channel where I find people who are calling me ugly in my comment section and I go to their channels to see what they look like and to see if they're ugly. I think I've made like 13 or 14 videos so far in this series, and every time we do it, it's so much fun. We look at a bunch of little kids who are hating on me and we get to hate on them. It's just so much fun.
What the fuck? DJ, you disgust me viscerally. Seriously, you must be having some kind of mental disorder, because I cannot explain to myself why it would be fun for you to make fun of children's appearances. You gotta have a very vile and malicious mindset if you actually derive some sick kicks out of making fun of children. Out of children of all things. If you see this, DJ, I want you to explain to me very carefully, why are you like this? Seriously, morons like you are the reason why COPPA exists at all. And to make it even worse, he doesn't even bother to censor the channel names. And when you go to those channels and you see in the comments, you see the comments being filled with DJ Cook fans just hating on that person. Because DJ, for some ungodly reason, doesn't try to tell his audience to not harass the people he talks about. DJ, do you even fathom what mental damages this could cause for the child that you decide to put in your video? There were cases where people have actually committed suicide because of cyberbullying. And by making no attempt to stop this, you indirectly support it in my point of view, which is even against YouTube TOS. Your channel should be terminated by now. I'll be honest, such behavior when someone writes a hate comment shows me that you have a very overbloated yet fragile ego. To quote what I said in my video on Skylar Kingery, when you get a negative comment, well, then you just gotta suck it up, cause it's the internet. And it is straight up impossible to get 100% negative comments on the internet. If you cannot take that, then being a YouTuber just is not for you. Period. Okay, here's the little edit. I just watched his newest video at the time and there was an error in it that can't have happened unless he just didn't give a shit about what he was doing. He forgot to put the audio in. It is just the background music and sound effect. I think that should even be played for any influencer class in the future, because that is the most brazen admission from a YouTuber that they don't give a shit about what they are doing. Well then, I think I made my point very clear. So let's talk about the last format. When talking about the third format, it is him talking about certain online people like that vegan teacher and giving the bare minimum of commentary, if you can even call it that. It is more of reaction videos. And that is all I can say. It is the most unremarkable format he has. And while watching a few of those videos for preparation of this video right here, I swear I almost fell asleep during the third video. So with DJ Loves Turbo out of the way, let's talk about his reaction channel. His reaction channel is pretty much your typical as a Sniper Wolf clone from the videos. But then there are the thumbnails. The thumbnails at times show some creepy imagery, and not in a normal, scary kind of creepy. No, it's more Elsa-gate kind of creepy. For example, this thumbnail right here shows a child getting his underwear pulled up, and you can see the naked you-know-what. And yes, I had to blur this myself. He has it uncensored. This is something that was already called out by Willy Tato, and I also want DJ to change that thumbnail, since it is once again something that would warrant a COPPA lawsuit. But that is honestly I can say about that channel. It is just so by the books, it's just mind-numbing. So let's just wrap things up. In conclusion, DJ Cook is just someone who in my opinion doesn't deserve such a big platform, seeing how he takes his community support as granted and how he bullies children because it brings him some sick happiness. It honestly just grosses me out, and it scares me that people like him have such a big audience. So DJ, if you see this, please reevaluate everything you have done, because what you are doing is clearly not okay. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I will now credit the people who helped behind the scenes. Thank you Clown2008, Indominus Pack, Spino Blue, Spinozilla 2005, and Unfortunate for making the character stills for my channel. Thanks Flame Plasmanian for making my channel's intro. Thank you Gatorboy for making the official Cretateous Critiques logo. And thank you Draken for making my channel's profile picture. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next video, stay cold and goodbye.